Hey all web travelers, today is a special day because we got over 1000 subscribers already, and that's why I have a special video for this special day. Thank you so much for your support. If not for you, we wouldn't be here today having this conversation. I'll combine my collection video with Q&A, and before I answer the first questions, let's start with the binder. I have a simple binder here, nothing special. I cut out the back to indicate that this is a Goddess story binder, and as I will open the first page, you probably would think, of course, tcgcomrade would have that. Yes, I do. My favorite waifu, Rin Tosaka, deserves a whole page to herself. You cannot convince me otherwise. Those cards are from different sets. It's not only the Goddess story. This is Goddess Feast, I believe, and this is Anime Beauties. The rest is Goddess Story. No, this is also the Goddess Feast. I mean, obviously, Rin Tosaka, Ishita, Rishiga, all the same girl, all the same best waifu. And then we have the second page. It is not Rin Tosaka, Rishiga, or whatever. It is a Fate character. The name I forgot. She looks like Rin Tosaka. I searched it up. It is a Fate, and it was before Rin Tosaka were made. So it's like the prototype to her. It really just looks like her. So that's the reason why she's here. And also you can see I have two of these. We'll start with the collection. The first pages are the promo cards, and then they go in set order, most of them anyway, but in the set order that I obtained them, so not by number. Let's watch some epic waifus while I answer your questions. The first question: what's your top 3 favorite waifus except Rin Tosaka, Ishita, or Orishigal? You know me well to exclude the top 3 answers right off the bat. Hayasaka from Love is War, which we saw here. That would be one. Also the Asuka from Evangelion. Does he count? Because you said except Rin Tosaka, and I have a feeling Asuka is like an alpha version of Rin. Rin Tosaka is like the goth version of Asuka, I guess, and little less extreme. Okay. A discussion for another time. And the third, I struggle a bit right now, because on the one hand I say Yoko from Gurren Lagann. She was like my first waifu, also my first anime figurine, so it all started there. But on the other hand, Nino from the quintessential quintuplets is a recent one that I liked very much. I let them stay at the third place together, and now that I'm talking about it, I see the pattern, tsundere pattern, and I don't know if I like it or not with my waifus, but okay, the more I know now. Next question is there any chance to talk to you? Telegram, Instagram, or something? Well, you can find me on Reddit in the Goddess Story subreddit. You can message me there, so we can talk over there. Although I need to say I'm not a fast responder. Sometimes, if I'm really busy, it takes me like a few days to open up the Reddit and answer to a question. Would you trade any of the cards you have pulled? I mean, look at these beauties. Do you want to trade any cards of these? Come on, man. No, okay. Well, I don't trade them yet. I see myself doing it in the future. Let's combine this question with what I do with my pulls, because I get that question a lot. For the most part, I save them all in my bulk for the future, because I want to do giveaways, but I'm not sure when I will. It will take me some time to manage it as to how I will do it, and obviously it costs some money for the shipping, so yeah, it will take me a while, but I will and I want to do it, because right now I focus on the growing of the channel and improving on the content, and once I feel ready, I would research how the giveaway aspect works, and now I will do it. However, I might save small amount of dupes that I have for trading, but most of it I'd rather give away to you guys. And let's talk about this in a bit. This is freaking Love Live, and it was all of this was in one set, and then I go buy another set and it has even more freaking Love Live, and also the repeats from the previous set. I have a freaking 3 pages of them, and I'm not a fan of it, so fuck me, I guess. But yeah, let's continue with the good shit. And the next question is, how often does a new Goddess Story set come out? Well, they are not consistent with it, but I would say every 4 to 8 weeks. And for the non-Goddess story sets, we get also new ones in the same time period, sometimes even faster. Like you can get every week a new box on the market, and sometimes it takes like a month for one box. So yeah. What kind of job do you do? I work as a manager at a fast food restaurant. It's nothing special, but it has a big impact on how much time I can devote to the channel. People who work different time shifts would understand how tiring it is. Not to say that my job is super hard, I know there are way more difficult jobs out there, but for the creative process to strive, I need to be at least 50% energetic, which I'm often not because of the different shifts and not be able to sleep well and stuff like this. Maybe in the future I can drop it, but I don't think we're still there. Honestly, it feels like a dream if we will ever be there, that I can do this full time. Which waifu do you still miss printed as a Goddess story card? That's a good one. That's a good question. I like it very much. What do we have here? A boring page. I don't know. Sorry for the... Oh, god damn it. There we go. More life leaf. But those cards are like more dynamic. They are more interesting to look at. If you like... This is boring. This is interesting. But it's still a love leaf, so fuck this shit. Again, I have what, 5 pages in total of love leaf? That's 5 pages too much. Okay, back to the question, sorry. Faye Valentine from Cowboy Bebop would be a great addition in my opinion. Like, she has that iconic, sexy look, making her like a perfect match for Goddess story. But there are also a few Bleach characters that can work really well. Like, there are a few Bleach cards in Goddess story, but not so much. Only the 2 characters, Yorichi Shihoin, Jesus, how do I fucking say it? And Nelio and Matsumoto, those 3 would be like great. Also the pink hair lady, I forgot her name. Like there, pink hair lady, you see it now on the screen, that's also cute. And also for the third, the Monster Musume, like has also a good waifu material. I still don't get it why we don't have it, but Speedwagon, like it needs to happen. Come on. It is one of my favorite SSRs, it's just so beautiful. And also good PTRs. Gotta have those. This one is also very, very beautiful. Next question. How do you think Goddess story will grow as a TCG, especially internationally? I feel like the act sourcing plus lack of licensing and playability may hinder its expansion. Would you agree? Oh yes, I definitely would. It's hard to say what will happen, because this is the first time something like this is happening. Like with Goddess story getting more popular. While it gets more popular, it puts a target on its back. Because with the current cancel culture, it can escalate in the future. Not to say the lack of licensing is a good thing, but for the most part, people don't care about it enough. But once it gets in a few articles and in Twitter, suddenly it becomes like the biggest problem of the world. So future doesn't look so stable, I would say. However, I believe there are a few ways for Goddess story to survive that apocalypse, so it's not all bad. On the other side of this question, there are a lot of competition for Goddess story, and it's still growing. So Goddess story needs to stay on top of their game to make it into the future, at least into the far future. Also, final answer, I would say their future depends on what they want. Do they want a quick cash in, or do they want to maintain the crown of the waifu cards? And depending on what they want, and random PTR in here, okay. And depending on what they want, it would make a difference as what a future holds. What non-Goddess story cards you like? Oh, look at that, it's Nino. Dude, I even freaking forgot, because sorry, get a sidetracked here. I pulled them, at the time I haven't seen the anime, so I just thought, what the fuck is these numbers? Like, that's stupid. And now that I've seen it, it's like amazing. God damn, also one of the best Ninos I have seen. Bleach. One of the few that Goddess story has. Okay, back to the question. I like Maiden Party and Anime Beauties the most that I opened. Do you have anime figures? And if you have, can we see them? Well, I do have anime figures, and I plan to make a video showing my collection to you, but I can tell you when this will be happening, because it takes a lot of time to film it. But does it satisfy your curiosity? I counted them for you, and I have 56 figures from games and anime, excluding pop figures and really small ones like Gachapon. Also, again, lovely, fuck me. Your favorite anime. That is a difficult one because I have a lot of animes I really, really enjoyed. Hey, Nino again. Probably for now, I would say my favorite anime is Cowboy Bebop. It left me with such a big impact. I just can't think of other anime that did it. Death Parade also kind of did, but in a different way. I think I have something for Cowboy Bebop. It deserves to be favorite anime. Like, there's so much great animes. Like Death Note, I've seen it for 3 times. It was one of the first animes that I watched, and it has also made a huge impact in my life. But like, Cowboy Bebop manages to do some incredible things with its storytelling, with its characters, with the impact that it creates. But also it made a whole new genre, which is not explored well, in my opinion. Other than Cowboy Bebop, I know that Space Dandy had like the same vibes, but more play-ish, like not that serious. I've seen it, I can't remember shit, I know that I like it. Also, I would like to bring some light on JoJo, because JoJo is also amazing. I can't put it in like my top 3 or top 5. JoJo is just something entirely different. It's just like above all of them, and not particularly that it's better, but because it's so much more. It's so different from the other animes, and I can't say it's well written, because it is not. It has a lot of flaws, but even with those flaws, it stays amazing. It stays also bizarre adventure. If you like JoJo and if you watch JoJo, you probably know what I mean. If you're not familiar with it or you didn't like it, you're probably thinking I'm full of shit. And I mean, maybe you're right, but JoJo is just another level. That's my answer. I'll probably do my anime list at some point, so we can have a discussion of different animes. I think that would be interesting to do. Also, we are now at FR rarity, and as you know, they are transparent, and I spent too much time that I would like to spend on cutting these, because otherwise you can see through them and it's not beautiful. So yeah, which is still like, you can see it and fucking annoys me, but I've spent it like too much time trying to do it as perfectly as I can, and like, now I just don't care enough to do it anymore. And by the way, this was the last page of Got a Story in this binder, and we are going to other shit like Goddess Fist, I see. And while we do it, let's answer the next question. How did you find out about Goddess Story? Well, now and then I buy things from AliExpress, so I was just browsing the app and there it was in my recommended products. There were almost no reviews and not that much orders. Nonetheless, I bought it and here we are right now. So that's how I found out about Goddess Story, just a random luck on AliExpress app. Look at this, like Goddess Feast has a terrible card quality, but look at this, like this is freaking amazing. I also have 2 of them. It would almost be better than Goddess Story in this sense of like high rarity, but it's not because of the quality. Then we have JoJo. I mean, look at this beautiful man. Yeah, I also have a complaint for this set, but not right now. And then I have Demon Slayer collection, and it's actually not all of them. I think I put a few out. And yeah, One Piece, yeah. Not a big fan of the, yeah, also some Dragon Ball Z, cool. And oops, I need to censor this one, so yeah, okay. Well, if you watch the video, you know where I'll come from. That was my binder. Although, okay, let me flip this page so I don't get cancelled. I have way more. It just, the binder is so full, I can't put any more pages in it. I need to buy a new binder. But with things like this, I just ignore it for a long time, because I rather spend my money on a new box or something, but not on a binder. Which resulted in this mess. Like, I have just pages that are not in a binder. And not even that, a huge stack of cards from different sets, which are not double, like it's all different cards that I still need to put in the pages. Arrived at the same problem as before. I need to buy it, but I rather do it something different with my money. So yeah, that's freaking, it annoys me that I'm like that, but whatever. So let's look at this mess while I answer the next questions. How did you choose to be the TCG comrade? Thank you so much for asking this question. I like this one. I have times where I buy Pokemon cards, and at some point I thought, why not to try make a TikTok out of it? Well, I made some openings on TikTok. They're short and I have to edit it that long, and kinda justifies buying me those cards. So I don't feel bad if I don't have a hit in the pack. Like, I make video of it, so I have something to look back to. Also, these cards are not even in order. That's that's incredible. Oh my god, look at this. This bit here, Gurren Lagann, my god. I almost cumped my pants for this. This is amazing. And look, Fate. Like a duo card. Freaking amazing. The whole Fate page. Yeah, I like it very much. Okay, Secret Garden. I'm not here to talk about the sets, so let's go back to the question. My bad. So around that time that I started my TikToks, I stumbled upon Got a Story on AliExpress. And I always wanted to experience a booster box opening, but Pokemon booster boxes are stupid expensive, and Got a Story box was like around $15. So yeah, I made my choice and ordered Got a Story. And while waiting for my order to arrive, I couldn't find... Boops, I mean, okay, sorry, that's not what I wanted to say. I couldn't find any video openings of these mysterious anime cards. And then I thought, fine, I'll do it myself. To be fair, before I got my video online, there were already a few openings on YouTube, but yeah, it took me some time to make it. After that, my video got like a few views in a day, somewhere between 1 and 10, which is kind of expected. I was already happy that I got any views at all. And then I did a TikTok version of this opening and it didn't take off whatsoever. Like, it had 2 views. And for TikTok, 2 views is just amazingly low. Like, in comparison, my Pokemon videos, which weren't that great, but they had views from 300 to 700. And this is where I made the choice to drop TikTok and focus on YouTube. And fine choice it was. Before I knew it, my first video started to get more views, which was like a dream point for me. I remember saying to my wife, it would be freaking amazing if this video got 500 views. I don't think it will, but if it does at some point, I would feel accomplished. And now this video has more than 20k views. Like, I can't even comprehend it. My brain is still thinking, I hope at least one person likes this video. And at the very beginning, I thought I would upload a video once in 2 or 3 months. Once I saw how many people like my content, I decided to not disappoint you guys and try to make it at least one video in 2 weeks. And that is a huge step in like time management, from 3 months to 2 weeks. So at first I just wanted to do it because I like it, and I didn't want to rush myself, just take it slow. So there are 3 months coming from. It's not like somebody expecting me to upload. But at some point, you guys made me rethink that. And at that moment, I chose to be a TCG comrade, like for real. Not just for me, but also for you. I miss freaking one quintessential. But here's my point with Nino art. Like, it's fine, but it's also looking kind of silly. I don't know what it is, but I like this girl is more appealing than this is in the sense of art. Nino is still the best girl, so shut the fuck up. Dude, I just watched recently Overlord. Saltier is all over the place here. I believe it's like the 3rd or the 4th Saltier that I've seen so far. I didn't even know that I had so many. Like, what the fuck? And that's what I mean. Like, I open them, I don't know who that is, then I watch the anime, then I come back to look at my collection for some reason, and then I see it. Oh my god, that's this girl, holy shit. Let's move on. How old are you and when do you start collecting? Well, I'm old as a Joseph Joestar, but I will not tell you from which part. I'm 27 right now. And if you mean collecting Got a Story, that would be when the first video came out. And the TCG in general, well, I bought few Pokemon packs when Evolution set came out, and since then I bought a few packs here and there, like different expansions. So probably about 3 years ago, when I got more into the TCGs, started playing Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! Although I'm a huge noob, I did enjoy it. So there you have it. Last question. And before we go there, let's take a look at a few pages, because there are a lot of them, and I'm just still talking without really showing you the beautiful waifus. Yay. So this is Maiden Party. The Maiden Party that I did like. They look identical. Freaking Chica could be the 6th sister. Like, come on. Amazing. Okay, I think now we can get to the last question. What videos will we do besides AliExpress cards? Thank you so much for this question. My goal would be to form a community around this channel. Community that enjoys different type of videos, different type of collecting. I want people just to have a good time. Talk about things they love and enjoy, and maybe something that could be better and not that great, because we need some negativity to stay healthy. So I want to create a place where everyone will have something to watch that they are interested in, at least as far as I can do it in the borders of this channel. This community is not something that I can do in 1 year. It will take a lot of time to build it, and I understand that. But I need to start somewhere. And right now, this start is AliExpress cards. I will be focusing more on that because, yeah, that's what most of you came for. But I also want to expand to figures, other collectibles, other TCGs, anime in general, and definitely, what the fuck? Oh, it was upside down and didn't even see it. And definitely, I want more interaction with you guys. Like this Q&A, I really enjoy it. I also would like to try something with gaming, just to spice things up. But I can say to you for sure what would be like the first expansion of this channel. Right now I'm slowly moving towards figures, and I already have one video that slightly covers this area. A video which did absolutely horrible compared to others in views, but yeah, it will cost me some time to move there. Yes, Fate. Why? I bought only one, and I thought by myself, well, I'll buy it another one in the future. Now I want to buy it, and now it's like twice the price it was. Like I don't have a lot of money, guys, and I'm slightly responsible, not that much. My brain is just like, nope, you're not gonna buy it, you piece of shit. You don't, so I don't, and now I'm sad because I really want to do a second Fate opening. Let's move on with this collection. I have a few things that I want to say to you, so I'm gonna skip really fast through this collection. This is all of the Goddess Feast things. And we have again Fate, I think. Yes. A whole page of quintessential quintuplets. I only miss one, I believe. Yeah, I only missed one. And then at that point, I didn't see it. So I just thought, okay, whatever. And now I see it and I'm like, woo! Quintessential is also really good arts of Nino. Like it. Dragon Ball. Some of them anyway, like some I liked. I didn't like all of them to put in a binder. Also, we need more of this. Like DXD, come on, man. So much waifu material. Why it's not more in Goddess Story. At the end, we have some of the Fire Legends. Also, those are amazing. But at the time I haven't seen it Code Geass, so I didn't know that those were amazing. And at that note, I want to thank you once again for all your support. Without you, I wouldn't even had a dream to build something like that. It is still crazy to me that we got so far. I never expected this. I just hoped for the best, but the best was like 100 subscribers in 1 year. That was my goal. And now we have like 10 times more than that. I'm glad that I can have this conversation with every one of you, and I wish you all the best. Let's start building this community together and see where it will bring us. You are a legend if you watched this far, and I will see you in the next one, Web Travelers.